Welcome back to Northampton.
Oh, World Championship of Legends, second game for today. Jacques Callis is alongside me with you. You're worried about what?
Good cricket to qualify, so we'll just try and gauge.
One injury.
Work to do. Top four will qualify for the semi-finals. We're going to take a quick break. Power Nagy, 31 years young. Harbhajan Kulkarni. Good cricketer Ryan McLaren played a lot of semi-finals, and this is the last game of the group. It's exceptional. Icon of Indian cricket, Jacques Callis, arguably.
Will be on India, remember, because India can finish fourth, South Africa third. Clipped away, and so they've gone with the left-hand, right-hander in. Kulkarni will take the new ball for India, and I'm sure will get a little bit of movement in the air. I don't think they've got to make sure they get a big total. I think they've got to look at 200, 210 minimum.
Nip down the leg side. Bit of exercise for the umpire, and South Africa. Just copping on the thigh there, Ryan McLaren, to open the batting and keep his form going.
Yes, but Niall, just think.
Why not? Played away in a misfield. That is.
This one cut away.
His young Power Nagy. Let's run through his hands.
Mentioned that twice, 31.
Lovely touch that, Ryan McLaren. Lets the ball come right under his eye line and then flicked
off at Edgbaston. So this is a gamble to go in with him, and just look, he has to dive in, and a direct hit, he's gone. He's trying.
Oh, beautiful.
I think Reiner just
injury in your hamstring, you can't move that freely. You want. Was there an inside edge? Maybe just pitching outside leg. Oh, direct hit was gone.
It's got to try and hit boundaries, and hence why they probably sent him up there. I'm sure the impact player will replace this guy so he doesn't have to field, because if he fields...
For putting the finishing touches on the chase. Slip in play for Sneman. Side. It's a more difficult shot, because Vinay Kumar should swing. Now Ryan McLaren in the air, enough on it, not quite out of the screws, but Sneman, he saw one shape away, he said,
yeah, you've only just got to get half a bat on it, really, that's it.
Sod that. I'm going to get down the pitch and pump it over mid-off. Oh, brilliant. Powerfully struck.
That was the first one. Had to use his feet. This one just stand and deliver.
One bounce into the pickets for Sneman. India will be nervous. All the pressure is on the men in. Four more. Lets it come right up.
Slightly outside off stump. Slightly too much width on offer.
Under the eye line and just sways back and chops it for four. Clipping the pad just outside the line of off stump. Stayed a little bit low. They get a win and all of a sudden they're all in the box. Nicely bowled by Baji. Good.
I have to do a lot of this today, India. Anything that doesn't go for four in the power play, economy rating 2020 for an off spinner. It's under 7.
Outside the line of off stump. Well,
hits him just outside the line. Good decision.
Thought it was a sweep, but they got the wrong one. Went on the reverse. Outside the line again. Might run away for 4.
Yeah, went for the big appeal again, but he's hit him outside the line.
4 here as well. Outfield at Northampton is very, very fast. It will run away. 4-leg by. This has been a great over so far from Harbhajan. He's almost takes the pace off the ball, swatted down the ground, and that's the first. Teams is correct. Just in the gap, good hand. Captain
Commitment, we saw it over before.
How to do it.
Brilliant from Yuvi, that.
Swatted away, leg side. Harbhajan in the... Callis mentioned that at the toss. We'd like to chase so we know what we need to get and when we need to get it. They move it quite nicely now, Ryan McLaren, once that hamstring is warmed up. 39 outside the line of awesome. I'm not sure that's the best ploy for Jacques Sneijman, having watched them all
Don't understand. I get it if he gets it.
Last night and today when he's banged it down the ground. So there you go. You've got a bit of wood.
Best ball one on a pitch as good as this. In the power play, it's the best time to bat, by the way. Right now in the power play, the ball.
He's my trip 6.
You got there in the end. That's all it is. I think sometimes, look, I like these ramp shots. I think.
Just smash it. Another misfield. India have
got to the 4th over yet. So you can see that 200 is minimum.
Lifted South Africa a couple of boundaries. Shukla this time.
From here right now. And I think they've got to be thinking at least 230, 240.
Chipped. And chipped really efficiently. Now, toe the bat. Straight up in the air. Easy catch, Suresh Raina.
He's got to keep going. Absolutely, he's got to keep going. It is a good catch by Raina. Seen some good catches throughout this tournament. Balls at
the ring. By God, didn't India need that?
Look, I think McLaren's done a job there. He's got South Africa off to a start.
20 and coming into bat for South Africa champions.
Last night, SJ Ervia, wonderful 100. Very good bowling this from Harbhajan, using all his experience.
Well bowled, very well, Bachi bhai.
High class this Corky from Harbhajan. He's outsmarting the batter.
Yep, and remember that.
Good gloves. Namanoja back behind the pegs today for this fixture. Very quick hands from Namanoja. Just about okay. Yeah, fine. Namanoja, the extra bounce at Northampton just ensured that Hervé had enough time to in the gap, and that will race away for a 4. That is a shot of a man in fine form. SJ
42 runs or less. Then the semi-finals lineups would be Australia versus West Indies, because they're on top, and West Indies would be the 4th team, and it would be India and Pakistan, number 2 and number 3. But if India lose by 43 runs, partnership between the two, plenty of support. Now therefore the India champions. Qualification at stake as well. Let's look to win this game. Oh, beautiful hands
outside the off stump.
The South Africa champions look a different side.
And look how he hit that one. It all came from the hip.
From where? Just one of those short arm jabs. Ease my trip 6s. And still got 6, and this time
it's on top of the bounce. And not only that he hits, yeah, he's a special player, isn't he? He was bent, he hit him on the back leg. It's
And the stumps as well.
away from him. Last ball gone for Bang.
And then the last ball, or a previous over.
There is Yusuf Pathan.
Playing ball. Yusuf Pathan.
That shadow, and it was almost there. Almost there. Getting a little under edge, inside edge, onto the middle.
Brought in to react and breaks that partnership, that dangerous partnership for South Africa champions.
Are we gone for 11.83 for 2 now?
Coming into bat for South.
Well, this is a good down the
Spin when you. Why do you need to bowl quicker?
just got a bit of the India champions. We had all the time in the world and picked the gap between deep midway.
When you don't bowl regularly, this can happen.
Boundary and also 50.
This should have been gulped. Look at that. It just came. It's such a good.
And this stage of the game, you're looking to pick up some wickets as well. That's well bowled. That's well bowled, UV. Great couple of deliveries. Nearly had the.
Carved away, backward of point. 4 more. It's time to Richard.
A tournament for a man of his prowess who played for a long time at this ground for the Steelbacks.
Richard Levy.
Oh, it's a gift.
Downwind and big enough.
Muscular arms. Big
6 more for Schneemann.
Got some.
Downwind and just
Go leg side. He decides to go to his least favoured offside, and he needed that win.
it's been sliced. 14 from the over, 12 gone, 128 for 2. 4 more, short, wide, put away.
Rams bottom, I think Jacques Neyman's been playing. Skull it. Lovely back cut here from Jacques Snyman.
And again, short, wide.
Dooley, the ball's flying off as bad as a serious race. There's a decent bit of pace on the.
Downwind again, and plenty of it.
Deposited plenty of sixes into this region during it.
Trip 6 to finish the 13th, 145 for just over here. Oh no, might have one, might have one.
You 2 in, and then took pace off that ball. Dangle the carrot.
Shukla it might be.
Snyman. 145.
Oh, it's a little drag down. He's just absolutely clubbed it.
Loosener. And Richard Levy.
Another ease my trip 6.
Goes again. Very good.
2 balls, 2
From Levy. Drags it leg side from.
in the gap, and that will be a half century.
Both on off seamers. They've changed his. Put him down in middle order, and he's loving hitting from big Richard Levy. There, because he could just come in and smash it leg side.
And after a quiet over, this one will go for 26.
Double Kulkarni.
South Africa and a huge wicket for India.
Have been being brought into the attack just to get that wicket of Richard Levy, who's looking. Dhaval Kulkarni and an action.
Bowled at least 2 or 3 overs earlier. And because of the right-left combination and because of that matchup.
Dhaval Kulkarni, some good catching out in the deep. This is where the India champions are making a comeback.
Coming into bat for South African champions, number 30.
And that's a wonderful shot. Just hands through the ball, not much feet movement.
Staying on top of the bounce and all.
Tricky.
Shots there were the fine leg in the 30-yard circle. Just trying.
And he's been in good touch. He's already played a
completely outfoxed him.
to watch. Still.
The 7.
You in the locker. But nicely executed.
Improvisation, and Harbhajan is a little. Oh, you're setting it up. Jacques Callis found the gap.
Experience, isn't it? Nikhil bhai, the previous one slightly fuller reverse.
Gap by Jacques Callis. Deep square leg and deep mid.
Bowled by Dhaval Kulkarni. And that's important as a bowler to
Back of the Neil McKenzie.
Neil McKenzie out for 0. That sound crunchy, but not sure it's going to go all the way. We'll have to wait.
By Dhaval Kulkarni. Well, just got underneath that.
Under.
And
Look, Vinay Kumar has been given a job and he's done pretty well in the first couple of deliveries. He had to make a
slower deliveries that are working for the India champions at the moment as well. On
one leg, please. One leg. And don't try and do anything silly. Should have got at least 225 on the surface.
try as well. What he's known for, picking up wickets as well. Yuvraj Singh.
Yeah, with semi-final against
Anything between Robin Uthappa.
there is the impact power play and put them under pressure.
182 matches for Namana. Oh, just chipped to match cricket.
He'd be up there with some of the greats with those figures. Think of
Bounce. Way over backward point. And a race away for 4. Not perfectly timed, but
field and runs away for India's first. Yeah, that's the way Uthappa plays. He's
very clever. That is a lovely shot from Robin Uthappa.
on the eye. Look at it. Put up into the circle and they put out a deep
Test wickets.
sort of delivery on him.
Through the offside.
And at the moment, he's been
Was his line throughout his career. Just. Oh my goodness.
at you and then pulls your length. Not a lot you can do. Think about Masu Uthappa of Australia. Bowled! Slower ball. He wants to give him a send-off. He
pulls out, held it back. Uthappa through the shot. He's come at him.
Uthappa goes to 23.
Lovely deception, Vernford. That is a career. Short and wide and put away.
Short and wide. Just have to get it past.
Just behind point, past Neil Mo. Situation. That's aerial. That's
yesterday against Pakistan. Indifferent shot, slower delivery.
South Africa champions like it.
And the praise 32 for 2.
Inside the power play throughout his career.
Chopped away, that's a great catch!
Cleanly falling away and the ball was too far away. What a catch.
It was short, it was wide, and Ambati
Raidu goes for 2. Just about finding the rhythm in the middle of the bat. And shots like that will help you.
Ball just to tuck it away, fine leg. You won't catch it once it goes past. Get it! Must be.
Right through the tournament, he's been trying to pick up wickets there.
It feels good at the same time. That was against Australia. Suresh Raina gets plenty of it. Goes
middle of the bat, and with that 6, once Suresh Raina, that confidence will also grow.
6.
Well, that's the first. That was in the slot. That is also going to give us some. That's what you want. Free flowing arms.
Finally, Yusuf gets a little
confidence to Yusuf Pathan. That's the second Ease My Trip.
That's beautifully played. I think that was the...
Okay, that's the magic number. When South Africa champions...
That we have to take a bit of risk and make sure...
Now then, no timing. Intini Jr. What?
Yeah, the ball was a little bit far away from him. He had to really reach for it and...
You wouldn't have caught it. You wouldn't have. Good thing you sent the youngster out. Bilal Shafa. I said it earlier in the tournament, one of the most short, pumped. No, he won't cut that off.
Ball sat quite nicely for Yusuf Pathan.
How fit or how fast you are, you're not getting that, Tando and Dean. Oh, that's a bad ball. It's really poor from Rory Kleinfeld. It was short and it was pulled away in the gap, powerfully hit.
This time, little short.
Lead India. Brings up the...
Chance and door.
The same position yesterday. Wasn't too dissimilar. That's an absolute goose.
That was the moment. Was it the moment of the match? At risk though. Finds the gap. Finds the gap. Add extra cover for 4.
Googly. You can just see for a moment there, he just waits a fraction longer to get the placement. That is a really good shot. Irfan. And controlled blade down the ground. You mentioned it.
Straight down the ground for 4. Lovely strike. And again, 6 more. Lovely strike from...
And Irfan says, you know what? I've seen this off spin before. I could... Well, they watched Jacques Sneijman for the first 3.
Straight up. Steyn might have his first. Has he? Be a great catch.
Yes, no. Go back, brother. Composure for 35. 1-3-3 for 6. It's game. And WhatsApp family group is absolutely going bonkers.
All to be forgotten if Yusuf gets them over the line.
I tell you that. Good hit, Yusuf. It takes
my trip. 6 over mid-wicket. Oh, gets away with an edge. Down through third.
Pace on from Steyn. Thick outside edge, thirds inside the ring, and still no smile. Off. You might need to throw down the stumps.
Oh, swinging a miss. He is going to run one and he misses.
That's what Richard Levy will say, but from history, I know how hard it is to throw.
Take him on. The run out was on and Levy's missed. Oh, he goes short and Yusuf helps himself. They will qualify. That will be enough for India.